All right, so I thought I would record a little video and talk to you a little bit about the sonnet. This is Sonnet 29 by William Shakespeare. If you know anything about sonnets, they're typically in what we call a sonnet sequence, where the poet would write a whole bunch of them. There are whole books of them. I think Shakespeare's, if I remember correctly off the top of my head, there's about 150 or so. So they have numbers, and you'll see them sometimes too. They'll have the first line as their title. But Shakespeare probably didn't really give them a title. They would have been more like the way this one is. But this is one of my favorites. I thought we'd talk about it. First off, I hope you remember how many lines are in a sonnet, and that's 14. And they also follow a specific rhyme scheme. And it takes a lot of talent to write because there's so many requirements. But let's go ahead and if we look at it, it says, when in disgrace with fortune in men's eyes, that all alone beweep my outcast state. So basically, he's having some bad luck here. He's in disgrace with fortune, which he's personified there, right? Because it's capitalized. And he's not having a good luck. People are not treating him well, and he's down on his luck, probably financially. But he has the personification of fortune there. He says, I all alone beweep my outcast state. So he's feeling like an outcast and really sad about it. And trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries. So he feels like heaven isn't listening to him. He's not having any luck with his cries. And look upon myself and curse my fate. So he's just like, wishing me like to one more rich in hope, featured like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope, with what I most enjoy contented least. So basically, he wishes all these things were different. He wishes he had the hope that this other person has. It's featured like him. He wishes he looked like somebody else. He wishes he had somebody else's friends. He wishes he had somebody else's art abilities. Now we should never assume that the speaker is the author, that they're the same person. But if they were, maybe Shakespeare wanted somebody else's ability to write or to create, okay? But the speaker here is saying that he wants someone else's art, okay? And that means scope, so that person's ability. With what I most enjoy contentedly. So the things that he used to enjoy, used to bring him the most happiness, they're not anymore because he's not focusing on gratitude or being thankful for anything. Yet in these thoughts, myself almost despising. So he's feeling really, I guess you would say, down about himself. Haply I think on thee. So then we think on someone, thee. And then my state, like to the lark at break of day arising. So his mood here, and he has a simile where he compares how a lark springs up at the beginning of dawn. From sullen earth sings hymns at heaven's gates. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings. So he's really upset about everything, feeling really bad about everything, and all of a sudden he remembers his love. And then he wouldn't change all these things because that love brings him such wealth that he wouldn't trade it for being a king. Okay, so one of my favorite Shakespeare sonnets. Oh, I did want to mention about the rhyme scheme. If you notice here, we have basically in every other line, eyes and cries, state and fate, hope and scope, possessed, least, kind of a, not a strong rhyme, but you might say it's there. And then you're still just continuing that, despising, arising, state, gate. And then when we get to, so we've got an every other rhyme scheme, and then when we get to the end, we have a couplet, where we have two lines that rhyme together. So if following the math, we have 3 quatrains, which equals 12, and then a couplet, and that's our 14. So, all right, hopefully you'll check out some of Shakespeare's other sonnets. He has lots of them to choose from. All right, hope you guys are doing well.